The following contest scheduled for one fall is for the Reality Wrestling Women's Championship. Introducing first the challenger from the Bronx, New York, NWA Princess, La Princesa, Tiffany Nieves.
Tiffany Nieves, La Princesa, a former Mission Pro champion, and amongst all of the different promotions, she is quite the threat, CT.
I mean, when you talk about threat, she is it. As general manager at Mission Pro back in the day, she made my life a nightmare. It was horrible because Tiffany Nieves, she told me earlier, she thinks she's better than Sherry Martel. That's why she's not in the tournament. Can you believe it?
I mean, that's quite a braggadocious statement, if you will. But Tiffany Nieves, she also shared with me that she has never lost a first-time championship opportunity. So that does not add well for Rachelle Chanel, number 5.
And her opponents from New Orleans, Louisiana, she is your reigning, defending Reality Wrestling Women's Champion, La Campeona, Rachelle Chanel, number 5.
Well, Tiffany Nieves may be poised to make history tonight, but never count out the Reality of Wrestling Women's Champion, Chanel number 5, looking as beautiful as always, set to defend that championship here tonight.
Rachelle Chanel, number 5, facing off against number 1, as she likes to call herself as well, Tiffany Nieves. This one is going to be a hard-hitting affair, and quite frankly, could very well steal the entire show here tonight.
Look at that beautiful outfit that our champion is wearing, inspired by a certain visionary, I guess you could say, here in the ring, pulling out all the stops as she always does.
She is a fashionista in many senses of the word, even adorning the very coveted championship. We've got to give her props. I think that's the best the championship has looked, CT.
Sammy, I think there's a difference between being confident and disrespectful. She said she's better than Sherry Martel at the Sherry Martel Classic Tournament.
Well, to her credit, while she may be disrespectful, she does actually work for a lot of her successes. She was here earlier this week training with everybody here at Reality of Wrestling, not only with Booker T, but also Gino Medina himself. So, you know, she came in here to enemy territory, if you will, to try and learn from the very people that taught Rachelle Chanel number 5 everything that she knows.
It takes a lot of tenacity to go into somebody else's home and try to take their championship on your first go-around. But that's the kind of tenacity you're going to have if you're going to get anywhere in this business. Tiffany Nieves definitely is poised to make history here tonight.
And when we talk about tenacity, Tiffany Nieves is in cancer remission. 11 years. She fought and defeated cancer 11 years ago.
That's wonderful.
So she thinks she can get through anything, and she says that this particular matchup for her is a piece of cake.
Well, I mean, that's what a wonderful story. I mean, how can you take that away from her? If you're able to do that, then this might be just walking through a cakewalk, but maybe that's easier to say than when you're actually feeling it there as you see the champion putting some hurt. But look at Tiffany again
first cover
reversing.
here. But it looks like Rachelle Chanel was able to get that right shoulder up just in time. Now, I do want to mention as well, Tiffany Nieves, a very proud Puerto Rican wrestler as well. She's very proud of her heritage. And let's take a look around the landscape here for professional wrestling. Puerto Rico has been kind of making a big statement as of late. Damian Priest becoming world champion. Danny Limelight becoming Empire State champion. If, you know, to some people, I'm
glad you're recognizing the championship. Thank you.
Again,
the longest reigning Empire champion of all time.
You've got to imagine that Tiffany Nieves is looking to make that kind of impact for herself as well, CT.
She definitely is, but I mean, she's going up against Rachelle Chanel, somebody who waited 12 years for her moment. She has a grid-lock clamp on her title, and she's not going to stop at anything to make sure that she holds on to it tonight.
These two so far very evenly matched. As Rachelle Chanel, number 5, as you said, again, waited 12 years for opportunity. Now being at the top of the women's division, doing it in the biggest stage that reality wrestling has to offer at the Summer of Champions. But Tiffany Nieves able to flip over with these arm drags. Amazing technique there from the challenger.
Those arms locked.
I mean, this is an NWA superstar that Rachelle Chanel's going up against. This isn't somebody who just walked in from the parking lot, okay? This is somebody who is very smart, very talented, very athletic, but she's also very disrespectful, and I think Rachelle Chanel has her work cut out for her tonight.
I can appreciate, Carolina, that you are putting your past in the past and you actually have the poise to put over Tiffany Nieves in this position. I appreciate that you're growing as a person.
No, I'm not putting her over. I don't like that she disrespected.
Oh, God. Cover here from Tiffany Nieves, but a kick out from the champion.
This is going to be, like I said, I want Rachelle Chanel to retain simply because of the fact she's had to reinvent herself over and over and over again.
Now we have actually seen, as of recently, the Island Boys, they debuted and they won Tag Team Gold. Tiffany Nieves could very well become the next person to debut and win gold, making her the second time the Women's Championship has changed hands on a debut, as Rachelle Chanel, number 5 right now, taking it to Tiffany Nieves in the corner. And these two are actually no strangers to each other. They've tangled before at Mission Pro CT.
Yeah, they definitely have tangled before, and you actually wouldn't be surprised at the things Tiffany's done to be able to win.
Oh. Cover here from Chanel, the champion.
Blow almost to the back of the head. Hard to see where the contact was made, but that just took the challenger out of it.
These two are very familiar with each other, but make no mistake, this is Rachelle Chanel's home. You think she's gonna let Tiffany Nieves walk in and take it all from her after everything she's done? Absolutely not.
Rachelle Chanel now showing that same disrespect that Tiffany showed her first. Not utilizing the full 5 count here. But now you've got to imagine that Tiffany Nieves is not in the driver's seat, something that she's not very well accustomed to.
Well, she better get used to it, because Rachelle Chanel, number 5, is feeling as confident as she's ever been in that squared circle, in complete control here with her championship on the line.
And she said, even though Tiffany calls herself La Princesa, she's actually holding the crown here at Reality of Wrestling.
That means princess, by the way, Sam, just in case you didn't know.
I appreciate the lecture and the information, Kirby, but the crown is not on her head, the crown is on the ring. And the crown, she definitely
right here, inside cradle. But a quick kick out from the champion.
The crown I definitely believe she really wants is that Reality of Wrestling Women's Championship, and as you can see, the champion looking to retain. And
another cover, but another kick out from Tiffany Nieves, showing again that ferocity that she is known for all around Texas and all over the world.
She's very familiar with the Texas independent wrestling scene, but she's also an NWA superstar. She's also one of the most decorated women's wrestlers that we've seen walk through these doors here at Reality of Wrestling. But that means absolutely nothing when you're going up against somebody like Rachelle Chanel.
You could talk about all the accomplishments that Tiffany Nieves. Yes, she was in
quick cover here from the challenger, but Rachelle Chanel was able to kick out.
She trained for 2 years with the legend like Al Snow, NWA superstar, accolade after accolade. None of that matters now that you're here now that the bright lights are on here at Reality of Wrestling. It's put up or shut up time, and you're in the house of Reality of Wrestling, a house that arguably you could say that Rachelle Chanel waited 12 years to get to the top of.
Well, you saw right there that Tiffany Nieves just connected with the Scarlet Letter, which is the Gino's finishing maneuver, maybe sending a statement over to Rachelle Chanel, number 5, that she learned from the best, because that's who Rachelle learned from.
Good for the champ.
That has to be a statement from her.
Cover here to become the champion. But Rachelle gets her shoulder up.
Risky maneuver. A lot of that had to have taken out the champion, but had to take something out of the challenger as well. Not able to get the 3 count, but La Princesa definitely needs to keep on our champion.
Now, Sammy, lots of people here at Raw Nation are actually claiming that, quick cover, but no, they're claiming that she's not a real champion. Do you think maybe a defense here will secure her status as champion?
Who are these people that are saying this? You talking about Rachelle Chanel? Look at this.
Cover here, but look at this. You're going back and forth.
Rachelle Chanel earned that championship match when she won the Battle to the Bell ladder match. Anyone that walked away from that ladder match will have earned it. And Chanel definitely did that, and she's going to leave her mark right here, right now.
Face planting her in the center. That Chanel retains the gold.
This is Chanel's time.
Here is your winner, and still Reality of Wrestling Women's Champion, Rachelle Chanel.
She won the Battle of the Bell. She walked out of Summer Champions with gold around her waist and retains again here tonight. How much more does Rachelle Chanel, number 5, have to prove to show that she is the #1 woman here at Reality of Wrestling?
You gotta imagine how victory felt good for her, CT. Finally putting that record away for Tiffany Nieves.
Yeah, when you're the Madonna of wrestling, Tiffany Nieves, you're the Lady Gaga. I'm the queen. This is my house.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that has been it for championship matches. We have a tournament final coming up next, and it is our